Welcome to Castles and Canals. It's day 3 of our 4-night European cruise on the Disney Dream. Today, we are docked in La Coruna, Spain. Join us as we head off the ship and explore the Galician region of this beautiful country. And it's pirate night tonight, so we'll share with you our pirate night tradition and my favorite Disney Cruise Line dessert hack. We started the day early by heading off the ship on a port adventure. The excursion we booked is called Galician Landscape and promised to take us to a handful of historical sites in the Galician region. Our first stop is the town of Betanzos, and it seems like that mouse is following us around everywhere. Our tour guide is explaining to us a bit about the Camino de Santiago. The signs with the yellow scallop shell and arrow indicate the route.
Is not the essential one. Betanzos, this town, because they went to Argentina when they were only 15 years old. They want to Argentina and figure out.
Alright, we're doing the first stop of our port adventure. We're in the Spanish town of Betanzos. We're doing a port adventure called Galician Landscape. And so we're traipsing around via tour bus to a few different little towns and cities in Galicia, the region. Yeah, it's very pretty. We have a nice tour guide who's telling us a whole lot of information about the different places, and we'll see what we can see.
Because this is one of the most traditional images of Betanzos. Remember that it is the area where the fishermen live. Look at the arches, the office of those fishing people. Nowadays, this is the kind of tapas area. I mean, we Spanish people love going out at midday before lunch. We have lunch very late here, not before 3 o'clock at a weekend when we are off. But around 1 o'clock, everybody is going to meet up, painted their boats. And with the extra paint, they painted their balconies. So this is why those fishing towns are usually very colorful. In the past, colors were even brighter than today. Nowadays, they are kind of soft colors in order not to break with the rest of the environment.
These boats are decorated for the patronal feast of San Roca. They will be part of a parade on the Mondeo River, bringing people upstream for an all-day fiesta. This entrance through the old city wall is called Porta de Cristo. You might notice the paintings hanging on the balconies throughout the city. It's all part of the biennial balcony painting contest that takes place during the summer. Betanzos becomes an open-air museum with hundreds of different works of art from artists around the world. Next, we reboarded the bus and traveled over to Pazo de Mariñán, an 18th century manor house located on the banks of the Betanzos and Mondeo rivers. So they ring the bell. See the long string?
Mm-hmm.
While we didn't get to go inside, we were able to tour much of the grounds.
The first family living here dates back to the 15th century. And the tower of the manor house was the first element there. Then the manor house was rebuilt several times. The latest restoration took place in the 18th century. So nowadays it is a Baroque manor house.
The gardens alone are worth the visit to this historical landmark.
We use the word alpargata. It could be similar. Well, I have a stop here just a moment ago, and she's my best friend, so I can ask Paula before the tour is over because she was the receptionist.
Wait, Mom, sweet.
When she finished her.
For our last stop of the tour, we headed to the coastal village of Pontedume. Here, we had some time to explore on our own and find some refreshments. Pontedume is also a stop on the Camino de Santiago. While the water is nice, we opted for some tastier beverages at a local bar.
Cheers. Good afternoon from day 3 on the Disney Dream. We had an early start this morning with a port adventure. I think it was 8:10 we took off this morning.
Yep.
From the theater. We did a port adventure called Galician Landscapes. It was $64 a person. Lasted about 5 hours, I think.
Just under.
Just under 5 hours. What did we do?
Yeah, we had a fantastic tour guide. She was absolutely amazing. We were saying probably one of the best tour guides we've had on any port adventure in the whopping 5 cruises that we've done, so we don't have a lot to compare to, but she was really knowledgeable, really open for people to ask questions. So we stopped at 3 different towns. So it was really nice to just kind of get a walking tour by her and to learn a lot of the history. And I actually didn't realize that this is like a Gaelic part of Spain. So for quite a while, Spanish was actually banned as a language, which I thought was bonkers, and that's actually why their instrument for this area is actually a bagpipe. So I now have a lot of Googling to do after this, but she was fantastic. We had a mixture of walking with her as well as free time at the end, so we had a lovely glass of wine, a beer, and let's just say that 1 large beer,
Yep.
2 regular-sized glasses of wine,
Yep.
€6.60, my friends. €6.60 for those 3 beverages. In Amsterdam, I can't even get like one of those things for €6. It was fantastic.
So I think that's was really cool about this particular excursion is like we went places that you normally wouldn't go on vacation, on holiday. I think the locals in Spain might go there, but
Yeah.
as an out of country person, you probably wouldn't go to some of these places.
Yeah.
So you get to see like a lot more of like kind of real local Spain, which is very cool.
We also saw a spot that we could buy if we wanted to, for probably about 50 grand, she said, but it would take a lot of upkeep and you need to do a lot of remodeling. But for a second, you could see everyone in the group go, do I need to buy a place in this place? And I think for us, I honestly wouldn't, but I think it's a really cool adventure that a lot of people undertake.
It was really funny because like after she said that, you could see the different couples kind of talking to each other and then one of them shaking their head like, no, we're not doing that. So it was kind of funny.
Yeah. But I think now it's time to find some lunch because I got to go to the gym and I need something in the stomach beforehand. So let's go.
So I just got done doing the Disney animation drawing class for Daisy Duck. It was held over in the Evolution Lounge, which is kind of the nightclub space of the adult area, which was really nice because there were no kids allowed. It was an adults-only thing. And there are a lot of children on this cruise. And it's a bit overwhelming, so yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of quiet space. But yeah, I think I did all right. Just turned out pretty well. I always really enjoy the drawing classes. It was fun and a lot of fun, so whenever they have them, we can squeeze them and I try to go and do them. So yeah, turned out pretty nice.
It's pirate night on board, so we had our pirate bandanas delivered to our stateroom, and of course, the traditional pirate octopus blanket animal. Something we've turned into a tradition when sailing on Disney Cruise Line is a viewing of Muppet Treasure Island on Pirate Night. Since we've seen the pirate party on the Dream before, we opted to relax in our room for the evening. Okay, as promised, my DCL dessert hack. First, get a cup of soft serve ice cream from the pool deck, and then order cookies from room service. Combine and enjoy. Day 3 on board has come to a close. Join us next time for our final day at sea.